Oh yeah, they'll make up meanings. They'll try to explain the meaning away. They, you know, and the thing with them is like, you got to ask the question in general. Like if with them, when they say stuff like that, what is your foundation? Does Allah Subhanahu wa Taala speak in you know what codes? Allah says Qur'an, yani Arabiyan mubin, right? Clear Arabic Qur'an. Allah doesn't speak in in mysterious ways and in metaphors. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, yani for example, and Shaykh Uthaymeen mentioned this. People when they started say the Qur'an has metaphors, I refuse to believe in that. In terms of a word, unless there's evidence to show that a word is metaphoric, then you got to take the apparent meaning. Like when I speak a language to you, how are you supposed to understand me? What's the point of a language if everything's going to be metaphors? For example, in Surah Yusuf, when Allah Subhanahu wa Taala mentions how when the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam come back after their second young brother, Binyamin, was taken by Yusuf alayhi salam, you know, in that whole story, they say, وَاسْأَلِ الْقَرْيَةَ الَّتِي كُنَّا فِيهَا. Ask the village that we were in. So they say, oh, that's a metaphor, because you can't ask the village, you have to ask the people of the village, right? And I'm saying, subhanAllah, what an insult to Allah's speech. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala apparently meant ask the walls of the village? You really think so? Ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah said that when you look at words in the Qur'an, you have to look at the siyaq. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ask the walls of the village, but then it's waiting for you and me to see metaphorically, it means ask the people of the village. Yani that's a degradation to Allah's words. Allah would say to ask the walls. This thing about metaphors, I mean, Qur'an Arabi mubin, akhi. It's a clear Arabic Qur'an. You know, the Sahaba, did they understand things metaphorically? I have yet to. Yani the Sahaba, for example, when the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that, for example, when Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said, yani keep eating and drinking until you see al-khayt al-abyadu min al-khayt al-aswad min al-fajr, when you can make up the white thread from the black thread of the fajr. One of the Sahaba literally like took a white thread and a black thread, put it on his pillow, to see that until the light goes up so you can find out which one is white, which one is black. Like literal threads. Read the tafsir. Yani he has a pillow and he put a white thread on there and a black thread. He said, I'm going to keep eating and drinking until the light comes up so I can distinguish between the white thread and the black thread when the fajr comes. And Rasulullah, he said, he must have a pretty white pillow, because we're talking about the whole horizon here. We're not talking about... So there are many examples. I can't think of others now, but there are many examples where the Sahaba were zahiri. For lack of better terms, they took the apparent meanings of the verses and the texts. Wallahu a'lam.